All right, so in this video, you're going to learn how to evaluate a function. So we have this function, find the value of the function fx equals negative 7x plus 4 when x equals negative 2 and x equals x equals 1 and x equals 4. So let's start with this function here. So we got the function here. So we got the function, which is negative 7x plus 4. And just to remind you that function that when we have definition of a function that every input has exactly one output. Every x, which is we would call input right here, that's called input, right? Or or a domain, that's also called a domain, has exactly one output. That's called the output, right? Or range, right? Also, we call x as independent variable, right? And y as dependent variable, because y it depends on x. So that's called independent variable. And this one is called dependent variable. Why? Because we have fx depends on x. So if you have like x equals negative 2, so we have to solve f of negative 2. If you have x equals 1, we have to solve f of 1. So so y depends on x, and fx is the same thing as y. Just to remind you, so fx is the same thing as y. So all y represent represent the output or the range or dependent, right? So let's go back to our problem here. So we get evaluate f(x) equals negative 7x plus 4 when x equals negative 2. So we have the value here. So we have f of x. So we have f of x equals negative 7x plus 2, right? Plus 4, sorry. Plus 4. So that's plus 4, right? And with x equals negative 2, so when x equals negative 2, so we're going to substitute x by negative 2, right? And that will be negative 7 times negative 2 plus 4. By using the order of operation here, we're going to multiply first. So negative 7 times negative 2, that will be 14. Negative times negative is positive. Plus 4, and the answer is 18, right? So when x equals negative 2, y will be 18, right? So again, the next one here, if we have the next one here, we have x equals 1. So we have x equals 1. So we're going to substitute x by 1. So when we have like x equals 1, right? So f of 1, it's going to be negative 7 times 1, right? Plus 4, right? Plus 4. Let me change the color here. Let me just put like right here. That's 1. That's going to be a 1 here, right? So here we have negative 2, and here we have negative 2. Right, so we can make it easy for everyone. So let's continue here. We have negative 7 times 1, that would be negative 7 plus 4, and the answer is negative 3. And the other one we have is with x equals 4. So evaluate f(x) equals negative 7x plus 4 with x equals 4. So again, we're going to do the same thing here. So we get like x equals 4. So it's going to be like f of 4 equals negative 7 times 4 plus 4. And here we're going to have negative 7 times 4, that would be negative 28 plus 4, and the answer is negative 24. All right, just quick correction here. Here I have like -2. I'm gonna, for the first one is x equals -2. So I substitute x by -2, and that's why I got -7 times -2 plus 4, and the answer is 18. So quick correction here. That's gonna be -2 here. It's -2 here. Here we substitute x by 1, and here we substitute x by 4.